the cold extremities that you're having. We're going to go to what caused it, wherever that is in this timeline and other timelines. We're going to go to it now. So we're able to resolve it fully. So you have an understanding of it. We're grateful and thankful to the source of all creation and the heavenly host. I'm going to count 3 down to 1. The cloud is drifting and floating to take you there. We're going to be arriving at the key reason why you've been having the excessive cold that you've been having in temperatures that you don't think is normal. 3.
I'm there. Mä oon siellä Titanicilla.
What did I say yesterday? She's on Titanic.
Okay.
Mä oon siellä vedessä nyt.
In the water.
Mulla on hirveän kylmä.
And she's very cold.
Jäitä.
There's ice everywhere.
Okay, before that, relax and breathe. Just relax and breathe. We're going to go to a moment before this. As we go to do this as well, once again, this will not affect you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, vibrationally. I place my hand on your third eye, on your forehead now, energetically, vibrationally, as I take permission from your angels and guides, your higher self, the source of all creation. If you need to, you can watch this as an observer. This is for you to heal yourself by and to take your power back. Therefore, this is the only reason you're going to be watching this and taken away from this. Anything that needs to be freed of your emotions, of your vibration, will also be given to you. So you watch this in empowerment. We're going to go to a moment how you ended up on this boat in the first place. Whatever boat that you're on, we're going to go to how you became to be on it. We go to the beginning of it. 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to come back to you being in the waters. 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the beginning of how you came to be on this boat. We're there.
No, mä oon siis... Niin, mä matkustan vaan toiseen maahan. Ja sitten mä olen siellä niin kuin hienosto-osastolla.
She's on the elite, like upper class section of the boat.
Okay. All right. Relaxing and breathing. Just relaxing and breathing. That's it. White golden breath is what you're breathing in. Still breathing. Now we're going to go to where you used to live in that time, like you did before in the other life. We're going to go to where you live. You're going to arrive where you live even before the boat. 3, 2, 1. Arrive where you live in that time so we can understand your life. Tell me about the place you live, your family, what it looks like. Describe where you live and then your family. We'll go to where you live now. 3, 2, 1.
Mä asun jossain tuossa oikein hienossa kartanossa.
It's a fancy, beautiful mansion.
Mm-hmm. And describe the way you look, the way your family look when you see them. How you're dressed and your skin, everything.
Siis me ollaan jotain hyvin rikkaita ja meillä on hienot vaatteet. Ja
fancy clothes, really wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Mä oon kyllä siis nainen, tyttö ja mä oon ainoa lapsi.
Oh, girl, the only child in the family.
Is who?
Me.
So once again, you're back in your home. Describe the way you look. Look from your feet upwards, how you're dressed, approximately what age you are, just shortly before the boat.
Mä oon ehkä vähän yli 10. Mä oon pukeutunut sillain niinku pitkään hammeeseen.
Long skirt. She's roughly over 10 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
Sitten mulla on joku rusetti päässä ja
bow in her hair.
Semmoinen kikkuratukka.
Curly
Pitkä
hair.
tukka.
Long curly hair.
Blonde?
Joo, ei
What
ihan,
color of hair?
Joo, siis semmoinen vaaleanruskea.
Lightish brown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. What about your father? Describe your father and your mother briefly. How they look, what they
Tosi
wear.
ne on vanhoja, aika vanhoja.
They're older.
Niin, että se isä varsinkin on vanha.
The dad especially is quite old.
Ja se on vähän semmoinen pyylevä.
And he is a bit chubby.
Se on varmaan joku juutalainen, koska sillä on iso nenä ehkä. Ja se äiti on semmoinen pikkanen,
Mom is smallish,
mutta ei sekään mikään nuori ole kyllä.
but not young either.
All right. Let's get to know where they live. What part of the world did you live in? Know it very clearly. 3, 2, 1. Where did you live?
Englannissa.
England.
Okay. What kind of life did you have living at home? What kind of life was your family life like at home?
Tuo oli semmoista niinku, että meillä oli hirveästi hevosia ja
A lot of horses.
iso niinku farmi.
Horses in a big farm.
Ja meillä oli palvelijoita,
A lot of servants.
puutarhureita.
Gardeners. Mitchells are wealthy.
All right. Okay. Were you a happy child?
Joo.
Okay, we're gonna go to the important part just before the boat. Did you know you were going on the boat? Let's go to the important part just before you went on the boat, when you knew you were gonna be going on the boat, and tell me how you were feeling. Then we're gonna go step by step till you went on the boat. The first time you knew you were gonna go on the boat, let's go to it now. 3, 2, 1. We close the prior scenes. We're there.
Mulle kerrottiin vasta silloin lähtöpäivänä, että me lähdetään reissuun.
I was only told on the day of departure that we're going on a travel.
How did you feel when you were told?
Innostunut.
Very excited.
Did you know what boat you were going to be going on?
Ai tiesikö mä niinku lapsena vai? En.
No.
Okay. All right. So you've just been told, let's go step by step till you get to the boat, and then you got on the boat. How did you travel to get to the boat? Let's go to it now. What were the preparations to go to the boat?
Meillä oli pakattu siis kaikki laukut valmiiksi ja sitten semmoinen meidän auton kuljettaja vei meidät semmoisella mustalla isolla autolla sinne satamaan.
And they had a chauffeur driving them to the harbour with a big black car.
Tell me how you were dressed on the day. See yourself and tell me the way you were dressed and the way your parents were dressed. See it now, tell me briefly.
Siinä oli semmoista kullanväristä ja
Golden,
liivaa.
purple,
Se oli varmaan jotain samettia.
velvet.
Ja sitten semmoiset hassut varsikengät.
Mitä tarkoittaa varsikengät? Mä en ymmärrä, mitä tarkoittaa.
Semmoiset vanhan ajan kengät, semmoiset tilkkurit, niin kuin jos on nauhoja.
Some sort of ankle high shoes with laces.
Okay. Anything else? The way you're dressed, and then tell me the way your parents are dressed briefly.
Ai mikä?
Miten sun vanhemmat on pukeutunut?
Siis hienosti.
In their fancy clothes.
No, niinku, ehkä se on joku semmoinen, ei se ole frakki, mutta joku semmoinen, isällä on semmoinen tosi hieno, ja äitillä on joku semmoinen silkki.
That's
Ja
where
siinä on
like
joku vanne, semmoinen vanne alla siellä, että se heiluu tai kahisee.
And mom's got a layered dress that makes it sound like there's a lot of underlayer.
All right. as we go through this, if anyone is saying anything, always mention it. From this point on, if anyone says anything, hear it and tell me. You've now gotten into the car, you said. What was the journey like to go to this place? Then begin to tell me everything that you're hearing, things that you are also feeling, also mention it. We're going. Tell me now.
No nyt se auto ajaa, se on vähän semmoinen kuoppainen se tie.
The car's moving along the bumpy road.
Uh-huh.
Mutta ei se ole hirveän pitkä matka.
But the journey is not too long.
Uh-huh.
Mä istun äidin kanssa ja takapenkillä.
Sitting on the back seat with mum.
Uh-huh.
Sitten auton kuljettaja Iska istuu siellä edessä.
And the chauffeur and dad are sitting on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Sitten se on kaikki, se tie on jotain semmoinen metsän halme.
They're going through like countryside, like this woods on either side, forests.
Mä pompin siinä, mä malttasin niin kun mä niin noin.
She's too excited to even sit down, like she's just like jumping on her seat.
Mutta ei se äiti ei hermostuisi.
But mom is not getting angry about that.
Sitä vaan naurattaa.
Yeah, everyone's just laughing.
Sitten meillä on aika paljon niitä matkalaukkuja.
They've got a lot of suitcases.
Niin se kuljettaa niitä kantaa sitten sinne.
So the driver is carrying the suitcases.
Meillä on valtava iso se meidän hytti, se on niinku semmoinen, siinä on monta huonetta.
The cabin is huge and there's many rooms in the cabin.
Is there a name for this boat that you can tell? Is there a name for this boat, this ship that you're going on?
Mä näen siinä sen Titanicin kyllä.
Titanic.
Uh-huh. Where do you see the Titanic written on it? Where is it written?
Se on kirjoitettu siihen, kun se laiva uppoaa, niin siinä näkyy siihen laivan reunassa näkyy se
So she gets
valkoisilla kirjaimilla.
white letters on the hull when the ship is sinking, like she can see the sinking now. White letter, yeah.
What happened just before the sinking? We're going to go to that part now. Once again, this is not going to affect you physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, or vibrationally. Watch this scene from out of your body as you're watching the scene, but you're able to feel some of the emotions. As you feel the emotion that's going on, to report it, you're not going to take it into yourself as Anelia now. You're only just going to be able to report on it. 3, 2, 1. Just before the sinking, walk me through what happened before the sinking happened. Just before it happened.
Mä oon nukkumassa,
I'm asleep.
mutta äiti ja Iska on varmaan tanssimassa tai
Mom and dad are dancing or somewhere because I'm alone in the cabin.
Uh-huh.
Mutta mä en tiedä löytääkö ne mua, koska nyt mä oon jo vedessä.
I don't think they find me because I'm already in the water now.
Uh-huh. Okay. And what's going through you as, if anything's been thought of, mention it. If you're saying anything, if you're thinking anything, mention it.
Mulla on vaan hirveän kylmä siellä.
Very cold.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else? What's happening?
Mä en tiedä miksi mä en ole siellä pelastusveneessä, mutta mä oon siellä vedessä.
I don't know why I'm not in the life raft, but I am in the water.
Okay. Are you able to see some live rats when you were in the water?
Näekö mä mitä?
pelastusveneitä missään sasevedessä?
Joo, näen. Mutta mä en oo niissä.
But she's not in them.
Is there anyone else around you when you're in the water?
Siinä on vaan noita jäälohkareita.
Just like blocks of ice floating around her.
As you're in the water at the time, how are you feeling?
Jos kun mä vedessä vai? Hirveältä.
Terrible.
What happens next? Continue to tell me more of what's going on.
Sit mua ei enää palella.
And all of a sudden I'm no longer cold.
Mä varmaan...
And why is that?
Mä varmasti menin sinne veden alle.
I went under the water.
Okay. If you died at the time, like before, see where your soul exited your body from. If you're thinking anything, tell me what it is. If anything is said, tell me if anything was said by you. 3, 2, 1.
Niin, kyllä mä sinne kuolin.
Yeah, I died.
Kyllä se, mutta... Niin, se lähtee sydämen kohdalta se sielu pois.
The soul exited the body from the heart.
Okay. And then what did it do when it exited from the heart?
Ai mitä se sielu teki?
Yeah.
Se pussasi mua.
The soul kissed the little girl.
Uh-huh. Yep. And what did he do next?
Se etsi niitä vanhempia.
The soul went to look for the parents.
Okay. And what happened?
Nekin on vedessä.
They're in water too.
Okay.
Eikä nekään pääse pelastusveneeseen.
And they can't get into a life raft either.
Uh-huh. Yep. And what happens next?
Sitten tulee pimeätä.
Then it's dark.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And what happens next? Anything else?
Sitten kuuluu semmosia kovia ääniä.
Loud sounds.
Loud sounds of?
Mitä?
Mitä kovia ääniä?
Ne on varmaan niitä, ne on varmaan jotain valonheittimiä.
And bright lights.
Mut sit tulee ihan hiljasta.
But then it's silence.
Sitten kaikki niinku loppuu.
Everything just ends.
All right. All right. Okay. At that time when your soul exited the body, we're going to follow your soul now to see it arriving where it went to in the afterlife. Your soul is going to arrive where it went to in the afterlife, where it goes to meet the guides, the soul group, and all those. 3, 2, 1. When you arrive there, you will know it, then you tell me that you're there. 3, 2, 1. You're there. Very good. Describe the surroundings of this place when you arrived after that life. Describe the way it looks.
Se on kirkasta, pehmeätä,
Bright and soft.
valoisaa, lämmintä,
Warm. Full of light.
sitten pientä musiikkia.
And music as well.
What kind of music? Are you able to describe? Is it possible to describe the music?
Joo, se on siis semmoista helleetä, hyvin helleetä, korkeata.
Quite high pitched music, but really clear music.
Anything else? So when you're there as the soul, are there other beings or other souls present? Tell me about that now. Did you meet anyone, for example, or what's going on when you're
Siellä on paljon vastapäätä, mua on paljon ihmisiä.
Ihmisiä.
Joo.
A lot of people opposite to her.
Approximately how many? Approximately. Maybe 10, about 20, about 30, about 40. What would you say?
Varmaan 30, 40.
30, 40.
Niillä on,
30, 40.
Niillä on vaan niinku pää ja sitten siitä lähtee semmoinen kaapu alas.
They have heads and then it's like a gown.
All right. If anything is being discussed or communicated by anybody of the souls, please always mention it. If you're communicating anything or thinking anything, always say it at this place. It is very important. Begin to tell me the process of what's going on now. You remember all again, all your memory comes back to you now.
Ne tulee halaamaan mua.
They come and hug her.
Ja sitten mua heitellään niinku jotenkin, tai mä menen kierrän siinä niin kaikkien.
She goes from one person to another.
How does the hug feel?
Lämpimältä.
Warm.
As you're hugging them, is there any conversation of any type?
Ei.
No.
Okay. So you finish hugging, what happens next?
Me lähdetään niinku eteenpäin kaikki. Me käännytään niinku sen toiseen suuntaan.
We turn around, go to another direction, and we start going forward.
Do you know these souls that are there that you're hugging? Do you know them at all? No. Okay. So you're moving forward, what happens next? Go to the important parts next. You're moving forward. Go to the important part now of what happened in the afterlife after you finish hugging. 3, 2, 1.
Me tullaan jonkinlaiseen huoneeseen.
We're in a room of some sort.
Yep.
Siellä on jotain niinku semmosia niinku telkkareita.
And there are sort of TVs there.
Yep.
Ja sit mä niinku katselen niitä.
And we just start watching the TV screens.
Yeah. Tell me what you're watching. What are you watching?
Siis on jotain hassua. Ihan kuin jotain lasten elokuvaa.
It's funny. It's almost like a children's movie.
Yep. Continue to tell me what's going on.
Osa jää sinne niinku, nyt mä jatkan sit matkaa siitä ehkä 2 hahmon kanssa.
She just continues the journey with 2 of the characters or 2 of the beings.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Continue to go till you come to the final place. Keep going till you come to the final, most important place that you go to as a soul. You continue with the 2 souls. Yep.
Se on semmoinen se on semmoinen, miten sitä osaa sanoa, semmoinen, olisiko mä ihan niinku sen pilven päällä taas tai jotenkin, semmoinen jossain pehmeässä
She's somewhere soft. I wonder if it's the cloud I'm on.
Very good. Yep. Okay. Now, when I count 3 down to 1, you're going to be with your counsel or your guides. The guides or the counsel that you always go to be with after completion of a life.
Yeah, they're these two guys. Or two
The
beings.
that are there.
Yeah.
Okay, describe the way they look to you, the form they have, describe their shape, their form, the two of them, briefly. The best you can. Sometimes it's tough.
Niin, se on niinku, ne on isoja,
Large.
ei niillä ole niinku kasvoja.
But they don't have like a face as such.
Yeah.
Eikä niillä ole käsiä.
And no arms and that kind of stuff.
What about the body? Are they wearing anything? Do they have body to them or form to them of a body?
Niillä on niinku joku semmonen, joku vaate tai
Some sort of a cloth like a gown.
What color?
Keltaisen ruskean.
Yellowish brown.
Okay. We're going to speak to them now. You've just finished that life as the little girl. You've just arrived with them there. Are they saying anything to you after that life? We'll do that first. Is there anything they're saying to you or you saying to them after the life you just finished as that girl? Is there any communication with you and them now that you're with them after that life?
Ei, en mä ainakaan kuule mitään.
No, I don't hear anything.
Good. I'm going to speak to them now. Continue to pay attention to what they are saying. Then you tell me what they're saying. Then I'll ask them more questions. Divine ones before us, we are very grateful. We are very thankful for allowing what you've allowed for us today, for Analia. You know why we are here. You've allowed us to see some scenes, some lives for her. Now we have the questions about what we've seen and her questions. Can I begin now? What do they say?
Siis mitä ne sanoo mulle vai että voiko hän aloittaa kysyä?
Niin, kun Ben kysyy suoraan niiltä kahdelta hahmolta, että voiko Ben alkaa kysymään kysymyksiä, niin nyt sä kuulet, mitä ne vastaa.
Joo, kyllä.
Yes, you may.
Yes.
And of course, they say.
Thank you very much for what you've allowed once again, divine ones. First, as you know, as humans, we like to have names. If there are names, do you have any names for the two of you to give to Analia to know you by? Are there names for you?
Samuel.
Samuel? Mm-hmm. Is there another name besides Samuel? Since there's two of you.
Kyllä se on Neo.
Neo.
We're very grateful. We're very thankful, Neil and Samuel.
So Neo.
Neil.
Yeah, Neo.
Yeah.
And E.O.
Yeah. Neil and Samuel, we're very grateful. We're very thankful. Are there responsibilities that you're both responsible for with the soul of Analia? As I know, sometimes our guides have things that they're helping us with, if it's courage, if it's confidence, if it's forgiveness. Do you have anything like that you're working with her with, that you want her to know? Do you have duties, specialties of you? If you do, you can tell her, let her hear it.
En osaa vastata.
Ymmärsitkö sen kysymyksen?
Että niin, että jos ne... No, sä voit sanoa sen.
Niinku jos... Että kun oppailla on välillä semmosia rooleja, ihmisten elämässä, että onko näillä Neolla ja Samuelilla jotain niin kuin vastuualueita sun elämässä ja niin kuin suhun liittyen opastamassa ja ohjaamassa jostain tietystä asiasta?
Siis mä olin niin pieni, että
Niin kuin Annelin sielun, että ei sen pienen tytön, vaan kokonaan, niin kuin, kun nyt sä oot siellä
niin.
tuon puoleisessa.
Joo. En tiedä.
She doesn't know.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll ask them directly. Dear Samuel and Neo, do you have anything specific that you're working with Anelia with each other? In other words, do you have special duties separate from one another? If you do, please tell me what you're responsible for, Samuel, for her, and also tell me, Neo, what you're responsible for as a mission for Anelia. We're grateful, we're thankful. As you hear it, say it out.
Joo, ehkä se on opettaa niin kuin pistämään itsensä niin kuin, ettei aina huolehdi muista.
Oliko tämä Samuel vai Neo kuvasta?
Se olisi oikeanpuolinen.
The figure on the right says that he's there to teach her to take care of her and not always just be about other people.
And the other one, could you, divine ones, can you let her know who is Samuel and who is Neo? So every time you speak or communicate, she knows this is being said by Neo and this is being said by Samuel.
No se on tällä puolella on Samuel.
That was Samuel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just want her to know.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's just, thank you, Samuel. What about Neo? Is there anything you want to let her know of your duties with her? We're grateful, we're thankful.
Joo, siis semmoista kärsivällisyyttä.
Patience.
Very good. We're grateful, we're thankful for that. Okay. The life that she just finished when she was on the ship Titanic, what was she working on in that life? What was the life mission in that life? We're grateful, we're thankful.
Niin, että semmoista surun ylikin kyllä pääsee, että ei se suru ei siitä pääse yli.
Overcoming sorrow.
How does she do with that?
Elikkä miten mä pärjäsin sen kanssa vai vain?
Jos se oli sun missio siihen elämään, niin miten sä pärjäsit sen aiheen kanssa surun ylipääsemisestä?
No siellä on paljon opittavaa vielä.
Still what to learn.
Divine ones, is there anybody that she's been living with so far in this life that was in that life? Is there anybody in this life that she lived with in that life that's here again with her in this incarnation that you want her to know of? You may let her know if there is, if you think she needs to know.
Koska mä vaan siinä oli se äiti ja isä, mitkä mä muistan, niin ne ei ole tuttuja.
The parents, mom and dad, are not someone I recognize in this life.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is there anybody that was in the house, maybe as their helpers or anybody that she's met since she was born in this life that you want her to know of?
Jotenkin semmoinen miespalvelija, se oli musta.
Male servant.
Semmoinen mustaihoinen miespalvelija, jotenkin tuntuu tutulta, mutta
Feels familiar.
Divine One, she said the male person feels familiar. Could you let her know who it might be if she's met the person in this life and you want her to know? You can let her know now. We're thankful. In the life that we also looked into when she was the man in prison and died of thirst, what was our mission in that life?
Se oli jotenkin niin, että kuitenkin vaikka sua kohdeltiin niin kuin huonosti, niin joo, sua kohdeltiin huonosti, en tiedä
Aha.
hyvyyttä niin kuin ihmisille, koska pitäisi pitää huolehtia muista.
Still take care of other people or
Ja olla niin kuin hyvä.
be good and be virtuous even when you're mistreated by others.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody in that life that she knows or that she's met in this life, in that life of that man? Is there anybody in this life? Who?
Jenni.
And who was she?
No se oli mun vaimo.
The wife,
Se oli se kaunis nainen siellä.
the beautiful woman.
Yep. It was all there too. Very good. We're grateful. We're thankful for that. I go on to the other lives now. Then we went from that life. Female breasts continue to breathe. Still breathing. Very good. Still breathing. The life that she lived later on, I'll go to the plant flower of life first. The flower life. How did she do in that life as the plant? So she also knows.
Miten se sulla elämän missio meni siinä elämässä?
Divine
Miten
ones.
sulla meni?
Sehän meni hyvin, mulla oli paljon niitä kauniita kukkaystäviä ympärillä.
Really well with a lot of beautiful plant friends around me.
Good. When she became Tinkerbell, what was her mission?
Se oli niin kuin kyllä kans, että tuoda semmoista keveltä ja hauskuutta elämään. Koska se oli pieni ja hauska ja se hyppeli tuolla.
To bring fun and lightness into the world.
Good. And how did she do?
No se soitteli sitä taikasauvaansa ja
miten sillä meni niin kuin siinä sen elämän missiossa? Että jos se oli sen tehtävä, sielun tehtävä.
sehän pärjäsi hyvin.
She did really well.
Okay. Divine ones, we're grateful, we're thankful for all that you're assisting with today and the heavenly hosts. I am sure she'll feel a new being after today with all that she's been gifted. We're grateful, we're thankful. Divine One, Samuel and Neil, what is the best way for her to connect to you both from now on by herself if she needs to? Please let her hear it now. The best way for her to connect to you. We're grateful, we're thankful.
Se on varmaan vain istua hiljaa ja niin avata sydäntä, niin kyllä ne sitten mä saan yhteyden sinne.
Sit silently and open up the heart. And I can get connection to them.
Just ajatella niitä
Think about them
ja niin kuin keskittyä.
and concentrate.
Do you think you can do that?
Kyllä.
Yes.
She says she's been doing some meditation work and with a particular person that she listens to for guided meditation. What do you think of that for her?
Et mitä Minkkinen.
Eli mitä Samuel ja Neo on mieltä siitä, että sä jatkat kuuntelemaan sitä? Tai
Koska se on hyvin henkinen ihminen, se Minkkinen, niin se on hyvin samalla ajatustasolla, niin se on ihan hyvä.
It's a good thing because the person is very spiritual and on the same page.
Very good. We're grateful, we're thankful. I will go on to the next thing now. She says she has a physical pain in her right groin. What's going on with that? Divine ones, what caused that? What brought it on? So she knows. The physical pain in her right groin.
Ei tule mulle vastausta.
Nothing?
Huh?
No answer?
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to do one more thing. I go on to the next question, Divine One. She wants to know, why don't I remember my dreams? And she wants to know if it's important to remember them. I'm sure she dreamt plenty of things.
Niin. Siis mä niin ajattelen, että saisiko sieltä jotain.
Ei, mutta nyt te vaan odotat vaan Samuel ja Neo vastaa sulle.
Joo.
She wants to know why she doesn't remember her dreams and if it's important to remember them.
Jos on jotain tärkeää, mitä pitää muistaa, niin sit mä muistan.
If there's anything important that I need to remember, then I will remember.
Because that's the, and you will realize that after this, usually, I've done dreams many times for people with this question. I don't remember their dreams, and they will start dreaming a lot and remembering. Okay, usually after this.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to breathe. Okay, Divine Ones, I go to the next question now. Few more breaths. 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 Okay. Divine Ones, I'm sure you see what's going on while I'm pausing. Okay. She had asked a question. We've made some connection already, but I'll ask it anyway. If there is something you need to say to her. She wants to know, why am I afraid of the water? Because I feel I can never go snorkeling. Is there anything else you want to say to her now?
Joo, me katselemaan niitä kauniita kaloja sinne.
No, they're just laughing like, yeah, now you can go and look at the beautiful fish.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, very good. I go on to the next thing now. Also, the same thing with cold extremities.
Ei mulla tämän jälkeen varmaan kylmä.
What's that?
I probably won't feel cold after this.
Yeah, exactly. We're grateful, we're thankful.